Just walking the bike path between Breckenridge and Frisco, between segment 6 and 7 of the Colorado Trail. I seem to have turned into a segment hiker. Certainly was not my intention. Last trip I did segment 6 twice. I've done segment 1 through 5 in May. And now off to segment 7 and segment 8 tomorrow. And then after segment 8, I'm gonna, from the 10th Mountain Division, we're gonna go to Holy Cross City, or the road to Holy Cross City, and do Holy Cross the next day. Kind of the bonus Holy Nolan's route. Gonna check that out, take that all the way to Turquoise Lake after I summit. Get up early tomorrow, hike over 10 Mile in the 10 Mile range, hike across Copper. I think that's the course. And then off to Holy Cross, that's the Sawatch. 3 mountain ranges in a day. I'm there for it. Oh, heavy pack. Knowing me, tomorrow morning I'll hike down this trail just to say I've done the entire segment in a day. It's so weird. The tarp up tonight, I think it's gonna rain.
I timed my departure to catch the sunrise on top of the 10 Mile range pretty perfectly. A bit nostalgic to be on the crest of the 10 Mile again. I've traversed the entire 90 Mile ridge south to north in one mind-bending trip a few years back. And years before that, I tried to bike pack the Colorado Trail from Denver to the 10th Mountain Division, then ride to Holy Cross. That trip was the first that I'd ever been to this part of the Colorado Trail. It only took a little over a day to get there. A fairly solid effort. But that effort left me pretty wiped, and I opted instead to catch a ride to the Holy Cross trailhead, then summit via the Cross Calor as my consolation prize the next day. So, unfinished business, I guess. Segment 8 also held memories I had perhaps tried to forget. One season, when I was racing the Colorado Trail and doing pretty well, my shoes started completely falling apart just above Copper Mountain. This segment is a hard hike-a-bike in the best conditions. It was an absolute horror show with only one working shoe. Hiking it on this trip was proving to be a lot easier and far more enjoyable. Catching a glimpse of Holy Cross at all the high passes kept my stoke alive, and this was helpful since I started so far away, and I had so much farther to go.
Gun will travel in the heart of a man. A knife without armor in a savage land. It's almost 4. Got done with segment 8 of Colorado Trail, or what I thought was the end of segment 8. I was congratulating the hiker at the end. I'm like, we made it. And she's like, looking at me like I'm crazy, which I probably am. She's like, segment 8, it finishes in 6 miles at Tennessee Pass. And I was like, oh, really? Huh. Well, that's where it's going to end for me. So after that, I went through the 10th Mountain Division barracks. There's nothing really there. Bunch of dirt roads, asbestos warnings, and I crossed the Eagle River, the mighty Eagle River, and now we're traveling the train tracks. Why not? I have some highway walking to do, and I'm using every single asset, every single resource I can find to avoid as much of the highway walking as possible. So we're walking the tracks. So these tracks go kind of in the wrong direction pretty soon, so I'll have to veer off and get on the highway. And from there, we take yet another wonderful four-wheel drive track to an upper basin. And from there, finally, we'll get on the ridge, summit Holy Cross. It was about 30 miles of hiking from segment 7 and segment 8. And it's gonna be a couple miles getting to the four-wheel drive track. And then, I don't know, I should know, at least 10 miles to get into the upper basin. So odds of getting to the upper basin today are slim, unless I really want to pull a whole-nighter, which I don't. So I'll just camp along the way, I guess. This is super pleasant. I like this. Four-wheel drive track I'm going to has been described as a test piece for four-wheel drive enthusiasts. So maybe I'll see a few of them there. Probably driving their four-wheel drive vehicles as fast as I am walking. I feel like I'm on an adventure now. I feel like we're gonna go see some dead bodies. But no worries, no big bridges, no big train bridges. The train line is defunct. They just keep the tracks around in case they want to funkify it. It's a good idea, I guess. From what I see, it needs a lot of work. But what do I know? All right, I'm gonna get to the end of my tracks and then take a nap, get some food in me. Get ready for the next part of this. Peanut butter cups are infinitely better with a little salt. I wonder why I do this kind of stuff. All right, made it to the road, Homestake Road. I thought this was gonna be more of a four-wheel drive track, but I think for the first like 8 miles, it's not. And then you get to the shit. So we're gonna find out. Well, on the bright side, it's easy, fast road walking. Just gonna be busy with traffic and dusty. I'll take it, plug in some tunes and get out of here. I got like 3 more hours in me, and then it's gonna get really dark. Bedtime at 9, get up kind of at sometime after 9, make my way up to Holy Cross. It kind of just hit me how ridiculous this idea is. Like, I started in Breckenridge, and now I'm just miles away from summiting Holy Cross by foot. It's kind of cool. All right, found that four-wheel drive track I've been looking for. It's about 8:30. I'm pooped. About 40 miles today. It's a good 40 miler. I think Holy Cross is gonna happen tomorrow. Get up kind of early before sunrise, but not too early. I'm kind of tired. Make camp somewhere near here. There's all this private property around. It's kind of difficult, but I hear a creek, so lots of water. That'll be nice. All right, until tomorrow. Stupid idea. Some mustache looking. All right, good morning to me. Done with the road. I don't know, it's just a road. When you walk a road, it doesn't matter how like treacherous it is, you know, it's still a road. You know, you might need a winch, like a vehicle up, but it's just a step up if you're walking. So it always seems so silly to me. I get it's its own sport, it's its own thing. I just don't get it. I mean, those people don't get me. It's fine. So we're almost at tree line, and we got some beautiful snow-capped peaks, and I'm kind of trying to pick out my route somewhere in here. Up. So glad to be off roads, man. I've been on roads for hours and hours. And this looks like a really beautiful basin. I don't see anybody. I wasn't planning on seeing anybody. It's motor. Oh my goodness. It's quite beautiful here. You got your alpine lake, you got your waterfall, snowfields. Goodness gracious. I feel like I'm more in Rocky Mountain National Park than the Sawatch. But this is quite amazing. Pretty magical. It's always kind of a thrill to be the only one here too. What is everyone else doing? Oh well, careful what you wish for. All right, I think I see my entry into the Holy Cross Ridge. Looks totally doable. Cold up here. Pretty amazing place. That lake is still iced over. Trying to figure out how I'm gonna get to the ridge. There's several options. I'm trying to figure out which one's the less deadly. All right, gained the ridge, but seems as if there's more ridge to traverse. But there it is, Holy Cross. So, gotta get over this monstrosity. It's a pretty gentle Taos log to Holy Cross Ridge. And then Holy Cross. Whew. A little more involved than I was anticipating, but I'm sure I'll find a better way back down. I did not take a great way.
Getting off trail and onto the ridge towards Holy Cross made me instantly happier. Walking roads isn't exactly fun, and even hiking on the busy Colorado Trail isn't what I really prefer to do. This is what I really preferred to do. The summit of Holy Cross was a little underwhelming. Sort of an inevitability after so much new-to-me terrain to explore, and then the route up the ridge to figure out.
Yo, Justin, can I have a photo, dude? Yeah, sure. Give me a second. You a Halo Ridge? No.
But you know, it made a good place to stop for lunch, or breakfast as it was.
Yeah. Figured out the faster way. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. 5-star route. Sun-cupped hell. This is not fun looking. Let's check out this cave. Super cool. Now where? Oh, this is such rad terrain. It's a glacier curved cirque. Pretty grippy for how smooth it is. Just waiting to get cliffed out here. Nice. Oh, back at the lake. Pretty psyched. Going down was much easier, so that's the way I'll go up for now. And write the guidebook with for that soon. Guess I'm thirsty. Gonna check out the lake, get back to the trail, and get out of here. This road's kind of insane. It's so steep. I'm gonna pay for this. Good thing I can't read. Whew. All right, back at the trailhead. Back in the road. Pretty tired. That was a hard 16.5 miles. That's like, if I was like, you know, after 40 something miles of Colorado Trail, I decided I wanted to like summit Long's Peak with a backpack. Great route. It's not easy. Glad I found a better way to descend that ridge. Still not easy. I don't know, man. Adding Holy Cross is like a whole nother project. I don't know how I do it on a no one's run. Be hard. Doing it unsupported would be nails hard. It's never been done. Like for me to do it, since I'm old and slow, like barely get under 60 hours for Nolan's. So that counts. And then go to sleep at the fish hatchery for like 4 hours plus. And then slowly make my way here. I might even have to like nap or sleep before tackling the ridge. And then the next day is whatever. It just hurts me just to think about. Some road walking until I pass out, basically. There is one little hill I gotta like cross country up and over. And then ironically, I get back on the Colorado Trail. So we can say that you can do Holy Cross from the Colorado Trail if you really wanted to. I'll add that to that guide too. All right, nothing to do but candle up. Smash some candy in me. Beat these into hamburger. All right, done with the road. Done with the road. Lonesome Lake Trail. Take this until the turn off over and up and over the ridge line, and I'll get me to the Colorado Trail. So many trails. It's around 8. I'm tired, but I'm glad I get to just stop on the trail whenever I want instead of the road. I freaking hate the road. But it's mostly coming from Turquoise Lake, from the fish hatchery. It's mostly downhill, so it's not like a big deal if you do the Holy Nolans. Cool, good to know. Let's hike, find a camp spot to spirit away. It's the only thing I've seen today. What's up, frog? All right, good morning. We're at the pass between Lonesome Lake Basin and whatever bullshit's behind me. Pretty good sleep last night. Kind of want to do this in the morning so I could see what I'm doing at this pass, especially on the other side, because it's a little steeper. I'm feeling fine. Had a really great sleep. Just bivvied it and put the tarp up. So, I love this mountain in the back of me though. Pretty cool. So yeah, let's descend, find the Colorado Trail, and wrap this up. Get back to my email. Should be good. Really fun trip though. Some bouldering opportunities on this pass if you're looking for something new.
Once back home, I actually realized I'd been on this very ridge at this very pass on a previous trip. I had just completely forgotten.
All right, man, it has not been easy, that's for sure. I thought this was gonna be a walk in the park to get to the trail. I thought I'd be at the trail by now. There's some cliffs, there's some wetlands, there's some lots of off trail. I'm doing side hilling this below subalpine talus field. Those are always fun. And now I'm getting back into the forest. I don't like that because usually forests have lots of, you know, like down trees and stuff, making going even slower. I do have a track I'm following, but you know, it's from like an inReach. So there's like a point every hour. And that leaves a lot of detail. I've had to backtrack quite a bit. Hoping getting into the forest is gonna work out. Sick. Back to civilization. Colorado Trail. I think I have one more bump from Turquoise Lake to the fish hatchery, and that's actually it. That's actually, honestly, it. I'm gonna wash my pants real quick. They're pretty gnarly. I had to take out my socks for that last creek crossing. Now my sneaks are clean too. Yeah, go clean sneaks. All that hard-earned dirt grit washed away. Oh my God, I want a hamburger. Weird. So weird place for a trail to end. Here we are on the road to the fish hatchery. Just around this corner. Hey, there it is. That's enough.
It felt good to wrap up a nice micro adventure, if not just a little worse for wear. All self-inflicted, of course. The recount of the Holy Cross extension of the Nolan's 14 line really got me thinking about just how possible this would be for me to try in the future. Maybe you'll see me out there. As for now, I'm at least satisfied with my detour from the Colorado Trail to bag Mount of the Holy Cross as being quite the unholy crossing.
All right. Time to put these poles away. Get back on the road. Get your ride. Long may you range.